Recession, a word on everybody's mind nowadays. It was coined in 1930 by American economists. It means decline in the GDP for two or more consecutive quarters. Recession is a part of the normal economic cycle and is quite normal. Recession is inevitable. As a country grows for 6 to 10 years, there will be a slowdown for a few months. The difference between a slowdown and a recession is that in case of recession, the GDP of a nation will be low for 2 or more consecutive quarters with no growth rate, and in a slowdown, there will be a growth rate in the quarters. Depression, on the other hand, is a 10% decline in the GDP for more than 2 quarters with no growth rate. Causes of recession are factors such as underconsumption, corporate frauds, default in payments, and lesser production due to non-availability of raw materials. As the cliche goes, when America sneezes, the world catches a cold. The American recession, which started in the third quarter of 2007, has left its impact on the world as a global recession. India, the country home to 100 million people, also felt the global recession. The fall of titans such as Lehman Brothers, JP Morgan Chase, Citigroup, Bear Stearns, and Merrill Lynch created ripples all over and in India too. India is ranked second in the world for manpower employment after Peru. India's vulnerability to recession was 81.6% as per The Economist. The effect felt in India was a slowdown process and not exactly a recession. The sectors affected in India by the slowdown were the IT industry, automobile industry, investment industry, and all export-oriented industries. A survey conducted by the Commerce Department of Delhi, the nation capital of India, reveals that companies lost 1,792 crore of rupees during the third quarter of 2008, which resulted in the layoff of 65,000 people. The hospitality sector lost 20 to 25% of its revenue due to the reduction in international guests. The American asset bubble popped because of the default in payments by the consumers of the real estate and investment sector. Bear Stearns, a government-run company which ran hedge funds and had a good holding in the subprime mortgages, reported massive loss. This was the beginning of American recession of 2007. This situation was alarmed by Alan Greenspan, the former American Federal Bank chief. The G5 nations had a downslide in their GDP, which was alarming and unexpected. But as for India and China, the GDP did not stop its growth. Recession is the boon in disguise for entrepreneurs, as it is the right time to begin their venture from scratch. As Philip Kotler described in Competitive Marketing, it is now or never situation for the entrepreneurs and to give customers maximum satisfaction and delight. This period of recession is the time to consolidate operations and cut extra costs. Also helps in the concentration of the core strength of a company. This concentration is called the 80-20 principle. It means maximizing gains and minimizing the wastage through effective and efficient management. During a recession period, there are certain abandoned markets which can be captured along with the new markets by an entrepreneur. An example for this would be the lack of financial engineering of Citigroup and Merrill Lynch, which resulted in the acquisition of their abandoned market by the Bank of America and Goldman Sachs. Recession brings about a sea change in the mindset of the employees and employers. Some of the firms may hire deserving young talents, which results in creating an affordable workforce for the employer. No big salaries, no hype, yet achieving the quality goods at economic prices. Maximum consumer delight. Recession in a narrow perspective is failure, but in a larger perspective it is the time to redouble our efforts and energy to convert calamity to an opportunity for seamless growth. It is the time to recession.